Things are getting spooky for our Riverdale residents.
Greetings, geeks and geek girls. It is me. I am back for Riverdale Season 4, Episode I want to say 4, 5, the Halloween episode. Now, I still have Nancy Drew to do and their spooky episodes, so I will just cut to the chase. Say if you guys haven't seen the episode, go watch it, then come back and tell me what you think in the comments down below. Now, this episode split into 5 stories. The story, just making sure I'm recording. The story of Choni, the story of Veronica, the story of Jughead, the story of Archie, and the story of Betty. Now, story of Cheryl was the spookiest of all, because we find out that Nana Rose's ravings lately have come to a peak where we find out that there's Julian Blossom, a third Blossom that was meant to be born the same time as Cheryl and Jason. But Cheryl apparently absorbed him in the womb. And when they were born, it was Penelope raised a doll as if it was the third kid. But then when the kids got to be too old, she put the doll away. And now with this stuff with JJ and Choni fighting over that, someone brings his doll out of the attic, which reawakens his spirit, and apparently he'll now be haunting Riverdale until I don't know when, but that was their story. Little tension between Choni. Hopefully also this means though that Jason's body can rest finally, because that's very creepy and I do not like it. But I do like it more than the Veronica story, because for some reason they decided to give Veronica her own story in the Halloween episode. And the way they did that was she was working late at Pop's and a guy comes in claiming to be a trucker that has been working for non-stop for hours and wants to be home by daybreak, but needs a fresh hot-cut meal before he goes in and comes home. He even shows her a picture of his family, but we find out through the news that his name is, I forgot what they called it now. Michael Masterson? Something like that. Something very horror icon-y. But anyway, he chases her to Le Bon Louis, and she uses, I think, a thing of whiskey to light his butt on fire, and and hit him with a chair and then run away. And that was her story. Kind of pointless, but still spoopy. Then we got the story of, speaking of pointless but spoopy, Jughead. Jughead hears a rumor about the Stonewall Four. And so he starts to investigate and come to find out it's this rumor about these 4 Stonewall students back in the day who quit early, but they're myth. And who do we know who attended Stonewall and dropped out soon, and who has been casted for the mid-season finale? I wonder who. But anyway, so while investigating that, the chick who won the writing assignment last week drugs Jughead, and so he passes out and wakes up in a coffin. And he stays in there all of the night of Halloween, waking up the next day. Not waking up, but staying up the whole day until he hears someone nearby, and so he bangs on the thing. Come to find out he's in the teacher's office, and he's just been trapped in the coffin. And the teacher lets him out, and it's like, oh, it's just hazing. You'll be fine. Do you have any idea about? No, I definitely, wink, wink, had nothing to do with this. Wink, wink. Because, Agent Liberty, anybody? No way he's completely clean. Which, by the way, there was a quick 6 story with Reggie and Principal Honey, where we find out that Principal Honey we thought was nice. Nope, he's grade A D-bag. But I'd go into detail, but I want to keep this review short, or at least as short as I can. So then we get into Archie's story, which he finds out. Basically, Archie's story is that he finds out that the community center is harder work than he thought, and that Dodger's going to be a bigger problem than he thought. He even hints at becoming a full-time vigilante to help the community. And yeah. The big story of the episode, though, is Betty, because all throughout the night, Betty's been getting kind of a bit of a cold shoulder from JB, because JB misses her brother and is a kid, so of course she's acting out. But Betty's all alone for Halloween, and she keeps getting these calls from, "Hello, Betty. It's your father." The Black Hood. The call is coming from inside the house. Typical Scream stuff, which is pretty apropos considering FP. But anyway, the episode, then Charles comes in and kind of saves the day, traces the call to the penitentiary that Polly's been staying at, and Betty tells off Polly, and then the episode goes off with the fact that we find out that Charles bugged Betty's phone and was the one behind all of it. And that theory that I heard that this might not be the real Charles is sounding pretty good right about now. Anyway, really good spoopy episode. Love the costumes. which apparently were mostly done by the upcoming protagonist Kathy Keene as a favor to her gal pal Veronica. But anyway, that's it for Riverdale. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you'll see me for Nancy Drew. That's it for now. Till next time. And beyond.